We're going to go ahead and get started in Child's Pose, Balasana. Bring your shins onto the mat. Widen your knees the width of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch behind you. Sink your chest in between your thighs and reach your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Settle into your space. You can rest your forehead onto the earth. Maybe give it a little massage. Rock a little side to side. Continue to reach your fingertips forward and press into your palms. And then sink your heels just a little bit, or your hips just a little bit closer to your heels. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Then open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Good. Just another breath in like that. Deep breath in, fill up your lungs. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Seal your lips, continue to breathe in and out of your nose. If you're feeling chilly this morning and would like to, you can strike up your Ujjayi breath. Create a slight constriction in the back of your throat. Sounds like you're fogging up a mirror. Otherwise, you can continue with your yogic breath without the constriction, with deep inhales and deep exhales. Inhale, press into your palms, roll up to tabletop pose. Plant your hands right underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Start with a neutral spine. Send your tailbone towards the back of the room and gaze down. Send the top of your head or the crown of your head towards the front. Inhale, cow pose. Dip your belly towards the ground. Lift your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, cat pose. Press into your palms. Round your spine towards the ceiling. Bring your chin into your chest. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your navel towards the earth. Open your heart towards the front. Exhale, cat pose. Round your spine. Send your tailbone towards the ground. Your gaze towards your navel. A few more times like that. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Inhale, back to neutral tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under. Send your hips up and back. Settle into your first downward facing dog of the day. Pedal out your feet. Maybe wag your tail from side to side. Spread your fingers wide and place your palms about shoulder width distance apart and your feet about hip width distance apart. Bend your elbows and your knees. Inhale, shift your chest a little bit closer to your thighs as you shift your tailbone up. Then exhale, straighten your legs, send your heels an inch closer towards the earth. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Take small steps towards the top of your mat. Plant your feet right behind your shoulders or behind your wrist, about shoulder width distance apart. Grab for opposite elbows or biceps. Bend deep into your knees and hang heavy over your thighs. Yeah, and then shift your weight to the fronts of your feet so your tailbone shifts over your ankles. Relax your neck. Maybe sway side to side. Shake your head yes and shake your head no. Feel your spine lengthen with every movement. Release your fingertips to the mat. Wiggle your big toes to touch. Leave a little sliver of space between your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms into your shins. Send the crown of your head forward. Pause here. Make the number 7 with your body. Your knees are slightly bent. Spiral your inner thighs together to send your tailbone towards your back of your mat. Send the crown of your head forward and gaze down at the top of your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you together. Lengthen your arms even more to press your head out of your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge forward at your hips. Let your fingertips release to the mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your fingertips high. Stand up nice and tall. Send your crown of your head high. Pull your belly up and in towards your spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, back bend. Send your fingertips towards the wall behind you. Lift your chest up towards the heavens. Inhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Bring your fingertips back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Draw your palms through heart center. Bend into your knees. Hinge forward at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot back. Inhale, crescent moon, drop your back knee onto the mat and untuck your toes, lift your chest. Wiggle your right toes forward just a few inches. Send your right hip crease down and back and your left hip slightly forward. And if you want to feel more of this stretch in your left hip, in your left quad, hinge forward a little bit, sending your right knee towards the front of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, half splits. Bring your palms down to the mat to frame your front leg. Straighten your right leg as much as you can, keeping a slight bend into your knee. Raise your right toes up towards the sky. Good, and your hips should be stacked about over your back knees, so make adjustments as you need. Maybe you'll wiggle your right heel forward just a few inches. Use your fingertips to lift your heart. Send your heart towards your toes. Start to bend into your right knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Lift your chest and lift your fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Place your hands on the mat in front to the opposite sides of your front foot. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flips to the tops of your feet. Press your feet into the mat until you can lift your knees away. Shift your chest between your shoulders. Gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use your core. Tuck your toes under. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root into your feet. Rise up, send your fingertips high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot back. Drop your back knee onto the mat, untuck your toes. Inhale, crescent moon. Shift your shoulders over your hips. Raise your fingertips high. Make the adjustments like we did on the other side. You can wiggle your left toes a few inches forward. Shift your left hip down and back, right hip forward. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, half split. Send your left toes high. Straighten your front leg as much as you can. Bring your hands towards the ground. So if you're finding it hard here to bring your hands to the ground, you can always get some blocks or something to put underneath your hands to bring the earth closer to you. Keep a slight bend in your front knee. Keep those toes flexed. And then check in with your hips. Should be about over your back knee. And continue to lift your heart towards your toes. Start to bend into your front knee. Place your front foot onto the mat. Inhale, crescent moon. Lift your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Place your hands on the mat. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Press your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Good. Deep breath in. And easy breath out. We're going to flow through that one time. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, back bend, slight bend into your elbows. Reach your fingertips behind you. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot back, plant your knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half split, send your right toes high, hips towards your left heel. Inhale, back to crescent moon, lift your chest. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, place your hands down, sweep your right foot back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, tallest you've stood all morning. Sweep your fingers high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot back. Inhale, crescent moon. Plant your left knee or back knee onto the mat and lift your chest. Exhale, half splits. Hinge your weight back, chest forward. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Plant your hands high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and easy breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat and have a seat. Lay on your back. Supta Baddha Konasana. Place the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out wide. And place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Start to slow down your breath. And take another deep breath in. And an easy breath out. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and close your knees together like a book. Pull your knees into your chest. Happy baby. Reach through your thighs. Grab the inside or outside arches of your feet. Send your heels towards the ceiling and then press your knees to the opposite sides of your rib cage. Round your tailbone towards the ground to feel more length in your spine. If you want to, rock side to side and straighten one leg and then the other to get those hamstrings. And start to even out if you've done any asymmetrical movements. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, supine twist. Bring your arms out beside you to a T. Let your knees drop to the left side. Either ground into your shoulders or ground into your knees. Maybe both don't meet the mat today. That's okay. Just find a gentle wringing out of your spine here. And gaze over to the right, if that feels good. On your next inhale, bring your knees back into your chest. Give a little squeeze. Rock side to side. Reset your lower back. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Let your knees drop over to the right side this time. Either grounding your shoulders or your knees, maybe not both. Bring your arms out to a T. Gaze over your left shoulder. And feel the wringing of your spine. Inhale, bring your knees back into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Grab for opposite elbows. Bring your forehead to your knees to your forehead. Empty all the air in your lungs. Deep breath in. Fill up your lungs all the way to your belly. Squeeze in nice and tight. Exhale, Shavasana. Release your arms. Release your legs. Take up space. Relax your body, still being fully aware of everything around you, but not thinking about anything. I'll guide you out in just a moment. So enjoy this next minute or so of silence. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to move on with your morning, take a deep breath in. Exhale out of your mouth. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists and ankles. Take a long, good morning stretch. Reach your fingers high and your toes towards the wall behind you. Gently roll to one side. Press yourself up to a seat on your mat. Draw your palms together at heart center. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center, the center of light, the center of intuition. The yogi and teacher in me honors the yogi and teacher in you. Let's bow together and say namaste.